Good morning, guys. Good morning. Let's get it. Music down. Next music on. How are we doing? Morning, chat. Morning, guys. Yesterday was a bit of a range day. Not too much happening yesterday, but seems like we're trying to push up today. We'll have a look at it now. Let's let a few more people go in. Come in, I mean. Once more people come in, we can kind of set out the plan here for GJ. And gold, we'll have a look at gold. And yeah, first of all, let's have a look at news today. Today is going to be Tuesday. GBP news at around, very, very low GBP news, but might bring some volume into the market. Today we have one of Powell's speeches, so we have to be careful with Powell's speeches here. Definitely if you're trading gold, and I expect maybe gold not to do too much because of Powell's speeches, so it might just range until Powell stops speaking or something, so we need to be careful about that. For GBP, we only have this type of news at, basically in an hour here, which might just bring volume. I don't expect it to heavily impact the market here, so not too much happening today, not a busy day. It looks all good in the hood essentially, right? So going on GJ here, let's have a look at what we have. We start off with the daily, close all these drawings here and see how the daily has closed here. So daily, previous daily close still bearish, but back above this range. We haven't closed below the range. This current daily has broke the daily highs, which is very, very interesting to see. 4-hour candle here has closed above the range. The next candle has basically closed back inside, but not really. So we're still ranging. This resistance here at 163.830 is a big problem, and it's basically what's holding our price down. So I hoped that this 4-hour candle could have done the business and closed above. That would have given us a lot more clarity to continue up. But if we do end up breaking this high at 163.864, I don't see why we can't get that push. We just have to kind of respect these lows, and we'll have to see what London does here. So moving down, so let's start to mark up our zones here. We have this 4-hour marked up here, which is basically our range highs. This 1-hour resistance is not really relevant anymore. Let's see if it's still relevant. Yeah, this is, it's a little bit relevant. I'm gonna leave it because it's kind of like this mid-range here, but we're mostly looking for above these highs here, and that's where we kind of want to get above, right? We want to get above this this high, basically 160. This is the 4-hour high, and will give us the breakout towards our zone, and we can potentially look buys to that zone or above, right? So as long as we hold supports above these zones here, we can look for price to continue up, right? So I don't see, it's a little bit tough because of the lack of volume, but I don't see a case for us to be taking sells at the moment. We are kind of at the top of the range. Like, this has tested the top of the range. So ideally, once we break back out of this range, and if you remember, this was from Thursday last week when we were looking for buys. So once we break back out of this range, I don't see a reason why we don't have heavy pushes, right? And since we've been ranging for so long, guess what? The longer we range, the heavier the pushes, right? For now, we're not breaking down. There's no signs of us breaking down, and there's no signs of us heavily breaking up. So I do definitely think that buys will be an option if we start to get above 163.800, or if we pull back and respect these zones around here, we could see buys all the way up to, basically, we could see buys from 163.590 or respecting 500, and look to take buys towards the upside here, right? So I'm gonna mark this support here. This is our most recent support. Just kind of where we're at right now. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Let me write the plan on the screen here. If you're gonna sell, there is possible sells today below 163.420, but we'll just write that out on a plan, right? So let's have a look here. We're gonna do plan, right? Potential buys above, what is it, 880, 0.880, or looking to create sub for buys, right? So we're looking for support for buys, or we're looking for, and sells, personally not interested. So for sells, I'm personally not interested for sells, and that's just a personal choice based on where we're trading. But there is an option possibly for sells below 420 here, right? So yeah, that's basically GJ. Quite simple. Not much has changed since yesterday. It's just we're a little bit higher than yesterday, right? Harry, 4-hour close bearish, created resistance with a rejection wick. You think GJ may push up? Yeah, that's definitely a case I'm populating, because we are slowly heading up here, right? Morning, I'm stuck in traffic. We'll join you in a couple of minutes. Take your time. All is good. Let's have a look at what gold has done overnight. Gold has done overnight is created a daily resistance. Now, this is a little bit interesting here, because if we look at the ultimate trend, we're kind of trending bearish here, but we did close above this last significant high here and are still respecting it. So for sells, I think we need to close back into this range, which is 1843. We need to get 1843 to make sells more apparent, but based on this daily closing bearish here, let's see what the 4-hour candles are doing here, right? So let's mark this up as our daily resistance here, right? So that's our daily resistance. And then on the 4-hour time frame, let's see what 4-hour candles are doing. So 4 hours created a support right here. This is also our 4-hour support. So we're kind of ranging here on the 4-hour. Remember, Powell speaks today. I'll be very careful selling into this top of this zone here. Selling into here is going to be very dangerous. So be very, very careful. And yeah, be very, very careful selling into that. So let's have a look at the 1 hour if there's any possibilities. I think there will be a chance here for buys potentially. It's a bit tough. Yeah, gold is a bit tough, especially with Powell speaking. We're not seeing much volumes, but yeah, it's very, very tough here. You can see we get the close above, expect it to tap the high, fakes out, pulls back. I mean, you could try sell below. What is your range here? You know, it's only 14 pip, 19 pip range ultimately. It's a very, very tough zone to be trading gold at the moment, and it's just ranging. So you need to wait for proper breakouts. And yeah, we'll have to see how it populates. Not really. Gold will be tough. What's the best alcohol for trading? Realistic answer is none. But yeah, I'm not sure which one is. So yeah, that's basically the analysis. Quite nice analysis, simple analysis. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you're looking for something, you have any questions you want to ask, please shoot them out in the chat. Want to ask something not about the current session, you want to look at another pair, I don't mind looking at other pairs. I think a big problem is a lot of streamers don't analyze other pairs, but while we're waiting here, I want to help you guys by giving you an analysis of other pairs, so don't be scared to ask. Euro USD, right? Let's have a look at Euro USD. So daily candle is closing bullish here. 4-hour candle, yeah, 4 hours kind of ranging. It is pushed higher, but we're kind of now at the top of the range here, right? So since we're at the top of the range, this is where it becomes tough to be looking for continuation buys, and you're more likely to just see us range in between these zones here. So you want to be selling from the top of the range and potentially buying from the bottom. So if this comes down, creates support, you could potentially have buys to continue up, right? Four-hour time frame on Euro USD did break this structure here. So as long as we hold above that structure, we are still technically bullish, but we're ranging on the lower time frames here. Someone asked for GU. If we look at GU here on the daily time frame, we're still in this tough range. It's the same as yesterday, and GU is in a very tough spot to trade. I mean, if you just look at the 4-hour here, it's printing barcodes, same as GJ, which makes it very tough here. But now we're at the top of the range. There's no clean defined trend at the moment, but potentially if you start getting below this 1.230, 348, maybe you find your way down even further. But you know, if there's gonna be a breakout above this zone, if you see one heavy candle push out, respect and continue, there's gonna be a heavy breakout. I would expect it to be very, very heavy here. You know, so be careful. DAX. Listen, I'm gonna look at pairs that are on the screen here. Don't start giving me copper and all of these weird pairs. Don't even know. Fuad, why are you trading copper? That's not in your plan. We'll look at DAX just because people are nicely asking. I don't want this one. I want Nasdaq's. So for DAX here, daily time frame breaking out here, expected very, very messy this chart. I don't really like it. Yeah, I'm bullish on DAX. I expect DAX to potentially, once it breaks out of this, you can see markets all across the board, we're having this type of consolidation here on markets. So you can expect DAX potentially, if it holds above this resistance, to continue up. Copper long term. What's copper's name? What's the abbreviation for copper? Is it just copper? I doubt it's just copper. Long term on copper. Long term on copper, monthly close bearish here still, but we close back in the range. Until we break this monthly low, I don't see it going down. So as long as the monthly low is respected, we're okay. Weekly time frame, on the other hand, is trying to create a support above this support zone here. So this 3.9 is very important, and this key level here at 4, which is what we're trying to hold above. Daily is still holding above that. I would say if you start to get daily candles closing below 3.93, you're going to see a quick move down to 3.7. So otherwise from that, we're just going to range in between here and try slowly to break up before anything else. You know, that's quick analysis on that. All right, GJ breaking down, which is nice to see. Now we have to see if we can start to respect these zones. If we do, we'll have the same type of setup as yesterday, buying from the bottom of the range to the top. Explain change of character and break of structure and how to identify them. You know what? I have a video that explains exactly that. So if you check out my channel, you'll be able to find that video. It explains exactly that. And that video goes into depth and shows examples, which is going to be much better than me analyzing here on a live stream, right? Because that has examples, it's nicely put, it's edited, it's all good. All right, so we have an analysis here in the chat. Euro USD bullish. Asian markets continuing. Sydney push grabbing liquidity around Asian session and starting a push until the end of the session. Don't worry where price is grabbing liquidity. Focus on what structure is doing. For me, when I looked at basically Euro USD, we're at the top of the range, right? So if we're at the top of the range, this is the market position here is really bad for buying. You don't want to buy the top of the range. You wanted to be in buys from down here. So if we're at the top of the range here, the only thing you can do in a session standpoint is either to wait for the range to break or to pull back and take buys from a pullback to continue up. But just buying the top of the range is going to be very, very dangerous. If you guys are enjoying the stream, I'd appreciate the YouTube business. If you don't know what the YouTube business is, it's YouTube business. It just has to be done on YouTube. And that is pressing the like if you're enjoying it. And if you don't like the stream, well, you're probably still not here. You probably left because you don't like the stream. And you're not going to give me a like anyways. So that's how it works. You can see yesterday we had this kind of breakout towards the upside. Top of the range failed, closed back in the range, came to the bottom of the range, traded to the top of the range. Now we're at the top of the range. So we either need a break fully outside of the range, or we need to pull back to maybe this mid range here, respect that, and then trade to the top. Euro JPY, someone wants to have a look at Euro JPY. Sort of the same as EU, man. At resistance at the moment on daily. 4 hours still at resistance at right at the top of the range. Worst place to be buying. If you're going to sell EJ, you need to wait for at least resistance. So sells can make sense since we're at the top of the range. But we're obviously bullish on higher time frame. But as a session, you could potentially look for resistance below here to continue sells towards the downside. But remember, higher time frame, we're still bullish. GBP Swiss franc I don't even have on my chart, so I'm not going to look at that. Popular pairs I'll have a look at. That's what I need to reiterate. Popular pairs I will have a look at. All of these weird pairs you shouldn't be really trading anyways. I did backtesting on GJ March 2022 and it was much easier than what we are seeing now. Yeah, right? You saw how March was continuation. All you had to do is just wait for the setups, press buy, and it works. Now we're in range, a little bit more complicated, but hopefully this will change. You know, it's not the easiest, right? That's what people need to understand. We need to wait for those conditions, because when good trading conditions come, that's where we can maximize the market and potentially make the most income. But for now, trading this type of conditions is not the best. But let's say we get stuck with this conditions, right? So let's say we get stuck with these conditions. What are we going to do? Well, we'll have to adapt our trading plan to trade these conditions. But the worst thing you want to do is change your plan to these conditions, and then it just continues how it always does. So we need to give it time. And this is a little bit annoying part about seeing something like this, is that it will take time before we can start to adjust our plan, because we don't adjust it too early. But we're still getting trades. I mean, there's still a lot of trades that are a lot of opportunities. They're just not as easy opportunities as last year. Yeah, you need the close. You need to consider it as a break of structure. You need the close. GBPUSD, we had a look at GBPUSD. So let's have a look at what Bitcoin is doing here, out of interest. Range, just ranging. So look at this. The whole markets across the board are ranging. Everywhere is ranging. Bitcoin's ranging, EU's ranging, GJ's ranging, gold is ranging. Everything is ranging. Why? Today is this is FOMC week, right? So you can see, NFP week, sorry. Right? NFP week. Very, very typical to see markets range going into NFP week. Oh, good, man. Thanks for showing up. So we're just seeing markets be a little bit, think about it. If you're a big institutional investor, you have a lot of funds, you're basically a huge institution who runs algorithms and whatever, and you have millions, if not billions of dollars being traded in the markets, and all of this news is coming out, do you think you want to keep all of that money in the market? No, you want to be very, very careful with your You know, you want to be very, very careful with how you deploy your capital until the dust settles down. So that's why you're seeing this cautious approach and markets ranging because of that, you know. And if I was trading New York session, I'll probably not even trade this week, especially if I was trading NASDAQ or I was trading gold, you know. So New York this week, I'm not basically trading New York session this week, you know, because I normally trade New York like once a week or something. And I'm not trading it this week. Why? Because of all of the news. There's just no value in that. I started following you yesterday. Should I watch the content first or stay on the stream and learn? You can, I'd say both is the best mix. The stream is kind of good once you have questions from the content, and also to see how I apply the knowledge that I show in the content on the charts in real time, right? Depends on your level in trading, how good you are at trading. If you want to just get a good overview, you can check out my 2023 Forex course, the full Forex course. That's for free, of course, on my YouTube channel. And there's sections there. So if you understand something, skip to the next section. If you don't understand that, watch it. If you understand it, go to the next, and you can choose which parts you want to watch. And there's also just really useful videos, right? All types of videos we have, right? So if we have a quick look at that, and we look at Tradesharpe here. Don't know what that cat is doing. That's not my background picture. It's just something normal, right? So we go to videos here. You can see all of this. I recommend watching this video, guys. Definitely watch this live stream. It's only 5 minutes. Breakout versus liquidity grabs. Very good videos. Counter trend trading. Supply and demand. This is a very important information here, because this is a different way to look at supply and demand. Yeah, just this mixed session bias. LTAs is a great video. There's just so much on here. Again, this Forex trading course has basically a lot of things. You know what I mean? So definitely a lot of good information. This is a pre-session, so if you, Kareem, if you look at that video I posted, this video right here, right? Watch this video, what I think about live streaming. This video right here is going to explain everything about my live stream. Since we're doing pre-session, the idea of why I made these streams is that to plan for the session. So if there is a trade, we will take it on stream, and I do take it on stream. But again, this idea of this stream is to build confidence in your trading, and you know, it's to build confidence in your own trading. And in order to build confidence, I need to give you guys the plan. You need to agree with the plan, and then I need to shut down the stream so you take the trades. But I shared the trades in the group anyways. If you remember yesterday, anyone who joined the group, in the description you can see all the trades were shared. I literally, yesterday I was a bit kind. I even showed where the entry would be, right? Basically like a free signal. But if there is a trade that comes on stream, yeah, of course, I'll be taking it. I don't have any problems. But this is pre-session streaming, right? So we're streaming before the session actually starts. So most trades will come in the session. I want to do something a little bit different, and that video explains it all. So check out that video. Started watching my stream yesterday. Like the mental prep. Fan since last year. Appreciate the support, man. Glad to see you around. Bro, I made 20 pips yesterday with possibilities for 40 with yesterday's signal. Yeah, that was a solid trade. Nice range trade. It's pretty good. Clean and simple. Buys from the bottom of the range, works. This was even an option here, right? Or the 30-minute close. Another option to go again if you were trading New York, late New York. This was an option right here after this 15 push-up, create support. Kind of like London's option, right? Very, very simple. The reason I do my streams like this is to make it a bit different than everyone else's streams, and that's always my goal. Also during London Open, I'm concentrating on my own trades, which is important for me. right? Because that's what I want to, that's what I do basically. But that doesn't mean I don't share my trades, right? There's a big difference because people will try hide that. I'm not looking to hide that. Bro, besides Binance, what broker can I use in Mexico? Either crypto or Forex? I mean, crypto and Forex brokers are very, very different. If you're going to be trading crypto, you'll be trading on a crypto broker. If you're trading Forex, you'll be trading on a Forex broker. You'll have to see in Mexico what is the best ones. But in Mexico, I'm not sure if it's the same as US. If it's the same as US, then you're basically going to be using a crypto broker, which means that you're going to be depositing crypto into a Forex broker. Maybe someone in the chat can help you. If someone in the chat could help you, that would be good as well. But I'm not sure. For Forex, I use IC Markets. Yeah, check if IC Markets work in your country. I'm not affiliated with them, so there's no link in the description or anything like that. Yeah, only problem is I'm trying to get this live stream to 100 viewers. That's always been the goal. And then once it reaches 100 viewers, I'll probably do a giveaway. Because why not? Why not? Because everyone on YouTube seems to like giveaways, right? Let me know in the chat if you like giveaways. But in order to do a giveaway, I need your help to get this stream out to people. Because I'm trying my best here. So if we had my goal of viewers, maybe there would be more people who could help. But a big portion of my viewers are actually in the US, right? If I look at my channel analytics, a lot of my viewers are from the US, so they'll be sleeping at this time. That's why it's a little bit down. Of course we'd like giveaways. They're always fun, right? So what's this range here? Let's have a look at this range. From here to here is 16 pips. To here, 10 pips. A little bit small. Preferred for it to pull back deeper. Surprise. The giveaway will be a surprise. Xauusd. Yeah, 100%. What you said there, that's a good point, right? That, in a flatlining market, e.g., as an example, a ranging market, which basically means it's doing, it's doing nothing. And, that you don't have to take a trade every day. And that's 100% correct. I mean, the fact is that we don't always see markets range like this. We have markets that trend and markets that don't. If the especially on Bitcoin, because that would be related to a crypto, like trading this is just not even worth your time here. Like, come on, like what are you doing? Like really, like this is really tough to be trading here unless you are at a really advanced level that you know how to trade it. At maximum, you can only trade it right at the top here from the top of the range and right from the bottom. But getting mixed up in the middle here, you don't take a trade. You only wait for the possible setups and then take them. Like it is possible to trade a range, but it's not a good idea to be forcing a trade in the middle of the range. So I 100% agree what you said. You basically summed it up, and it's very, very simple, right? 100%. It's also very ideal to have more than one income stream. I think that's a huge thing. Like, why would you limit yourself if you can have other income streams? Always push yourself to get more income stream. My educational videos are legit. Appreciate it, man. I try to make them as good and to the point as possible. Those are mini free giveaways. Yes. Gold buys above 1853. Yeah, just be careful, man. You're buying the top of the range. Not a smart place to buy. Tell you that. 1 week in Dubai with Harry as a giveaway. 1 week in Dubai with me as a giveaway. Business class flights. Well, look, if a guy from America wins the giveaway, then I'm paying a lot of money, right? Then if someone in Dubai wins the giveaway, then I'm happy. What's my goal as a trader? Let me think about this. Goal as a trader, I mean, just to get as good as possible and get comfortable risking big amounts and try maximize my opportunity as much as possible, right? Without causing extra stress to hinder my trading. What's the average amount you make per trade? I'm new to day trading and I'm curious what's possible. Sky's the limit. And personally for me at the moment, I probably average around $800 to $1,000. That's probably my average at the moment with these markets. Depends on the trade. I mean, if I take a big trade, it might go up, right? But you're asking on average, right? So that's probably the average. But if you look at traders, they have like an average amount that they can make consistently. And then sometimes you push the market hard. And when you push the market hard, you start making like maybe in a week you make 10K, 15K, 20K. And that's like a really good week. And then you go back to your average, right? You go back to your average, right? And that's how it works. What's possible is way bigger, but I could push harder. I could push harder to try to make more, to risk more, 5, 6, 7,000 per trade, but it causes too much stress, and that stress hinders my trading, right? And I don't want to be in that position where I have this stress, right? And there's a very good chart, and I'm going to send it to myself now, and I'm going to try pull it up to show you guys, right? Let me see if I can. I want to show you this. Want to show you guys this. Give me a sec. Just gonna send it, and then I want to show you all of this because this is super important. I'm gonna send it in the group, right? So you guys can all have this for the future. And let me pull up the group quickly. Let's pull up the group. Yeah, check this out. This image here, exactly this. This is what I want to show you guys. This is super important here, all right? And this is basically a lot of people spend too much time either trading in this side of the chart or trading on the complete opposite side of the chart. And they don't end up trading in the middle of the chart here. So when you first start, maybe you're trading in a too small lot size that it doesn't make sense to trade. It's kind of boring, but you're comfortable trading with low risk, right? You're comfortable trading with low risk because that's what makes you comfortable, right? That, if it's just low risk, then it's not really too much stress and it's easy. And you're trading too small, so your performance is low, right? But then you start increasing your basically your lot size and your performance starts to increase, right? And you start to make a little bit more money now, and it starts to get more interesting, and you're interested. But the biggest step people make is once that happens, boom, they push to the complete opposite side of the chart here, and now they're pushing where their stress and anxiety has maxed out, and their performance starts to decline, because what they're doing is they're pushing risk too hard to where a point it's causing you a lot of stress. Because if you take a loss with 20, like let's say you're risking $5,000 and you take a loss with that $5,000, that, guess what, that means you have to continue trading that $5,000 risk in order to make that loss back. Otherwise, if you go back to trading your average $1,000 risk, it's going to take a long time and you're going to put yourself in a really bad spot. So then you end up in this real kind of strong anxiety point, and you really put yourself in a bad position. And really, this can happen super quick. Within a week, you can completely mess yourself up. So spending time here where your ideal position size, where you're still pushing maximum, you're still pushing yourself to good limits, but at the same time, you're managing your stress, managing anxiety in order to keep performance high. And this number will slowly increase, but it happens slowly, so that's what you guys need to understand here, right? So I hope that helps. In Dubai, I live in Jumeirah. I have a problem. 1853 is too high. Yeah, look, man. If you're looking at this on the 30-minute, 1 hour, whatever it is, 1853 is literally the middle of the range towards the top of the range here, right? Buying at this point here is tough, right? You only have a range here of essentially 30 pips, 29 pips. You ideally want to try buy from maybe 1850, and your target will be 1853. Because for price to go from here to here, the move is already done, right? Now you're buying the highs. How many screens do you suggest have when trading? I think one screen is okay as a beginner. I don't see a reason why. If you're streaming like me, you need multiple screens to manage all of the different tabs and stuff. 2 screens can be useful, because with 2 screens you can essentially have your MetaTrader on one and your charts on the other. We need a signal. Yeah, well, I need a signal too, because GJ is doing nothing. Trust me, you won't go very far taking signals. Trust me on this. Unless you understand the trade. I don't mind people taking trades together. Taking trades together and taking trades as a signal is 2 very different things. And most people lose on signals because they don't understand the trade and they don't have enough time to take them. So be very, very careful with signals. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed that, I'd appreciate if you hit the like if you're showing up here. If you're new to the stream, welcome to the stream. I really appreciate you guys showing up. If you want to be part of future streams, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 14K. And the goal is to try get the stream to 100 viewers, and then we have a giveaway. This stream is full of information. Definitely a lot of good stuff happens. This is more of an interactive stream. You get to ask more questions. I look at your pairs if you want me to. We discuss different ideas, plans, plan for the session, and then take trades in the session, right? Instead of just sitting here with a strategy of buy above here and sell below here. This is not a stream where buy above here, sell below here. We develop a plan, shut down the stream, and then it's your guys' job to execute on the plan, right? We discussed in the group yesterday. Yesterday we had a good shot on in the group here. If I bring that up, let me see if I can bring this up. So after stream we were discussing yesterday. Let's see if I can bring it up. Yeah, so check this out here, right? If I can bring this, oops, like this. Right, so check this out. Potential buys, if GJ 5-minute candle can close. After the stream we were discussing, right? Very weak support, have to wait for now. Potential buys, yeah, we'll see what happens. Boom, 5-minute candle close. This person entered a little bit early, but as I said, Harry collected, nice trade, simple trade. And people took the same trade here, right? Look, this is the people's own work. Close above. As I said, wait for that 5 to close. People do their own work here, and this is what I like to see, is that people look. He said, has it all marked up, close above, before and after. That's a signal done. Look at this. Beautiful trade, very, very simple, right? And people just do this, right? And this is what I like to see. And before I get questions, that group is in the description and it's free. Yes, it is free. When do you increase your lot size? Do you withdraw profits frequently? I withdraw profits when I need them. Normally like maybe once every 2 months or once a month, you know. Sometimes maybe if I want to increase lot size, I'll leave profits in the trading account, because then I want to grow the trading account a bit bigger so that I have margin. And you increase lot size when you feel you're ready. Maybe when your account grows to a certain size, you know, if it's grown a little bit bigger, then you can increase lot size because your account can handle it. And if you're ready to handle it, then it's all okay, right? You just don't want to increase lot size too fast that you end up making good profits. Say you make, you know, $10,000, right? Now you're $10,000 up and you're like, all right, fine, I'll increase my risk to $2,000 per trade. And then in like 3 trades, you've already lost 6,000 and it's just been a small mistake, right? That's a lot of profits to wipe out. Please read full trading inside of 4-hour consolidation zone. It's a good or not? Because some... No, it's not good. It's not good. Share with us some trading books you have read. I've never read a trading book, actually. Never read a trading book. How long have I been trading? 3 years. Seriously, 3 years. Then 1 year on and off. Also down below is my Instagram. You guys can check that out. On my Instagram I post a lot of short form content. You can have a look at that content. Also, if you take trades and you want to tag me, you can tag me. I'll have a look at that, repost, all of that good stuff. Build a good community. It's always the goal, right? Helping others to succeed while lifting yourself. That should always be the goal. Not trying to deceive others in order to think you're the best. How long did it take me to become profitable? Took me, say, 1.5 years probably. Consistently, 1.5 years. I think with guidance, based on my experience, if you have good guidance, a good plan, someone to teach you well, and you focus on one strategy, you really listen and adapt, I don't see a reason why you can't become profitable in 6 months, right? And I think in the chat, Xauusd here is a good example of that. There's someone who put in the work, asked the questions, got it done, did well, back tested, focused on one strategy, one style, and within 3 months started to see good results. Right? Oh yeah, that is another huge example there. It's Tom. Thomas here. You're less than 3 months, man. Basically a month transformed your trading as well. We're always still learning. I'm still learning, man. But no, yeah, Thomas, even you did it. So it's very, very possible. But for someone who starts like me back when there was not this much information online and it was all mixed with all Lambos and people showing lifestyle, right? With all people showing lifestyle, that's where I got mixed up with all the wrong stuff, and then it makes your journey super long. Super long. Man, I just want to take a trade, man. I feel like taking a trade here, get it done, get on with my day, have a busy day today. Just want to trade. Come on, GJ, give me some volume. Who taught me? I never had one direct mentor. No one singly mentored me. I learned from multiple people. Exactly. You do have to like trading. You have to like the actual art of getting better at it and trying to find problem solve. It's not only about just trying to make money, There's easier ways to make money than trading. Much easier ways. So you might as well just go and do that, right? You might as well just go do that if you just want to make money, Way easier ways. Because most likely in trading, when you start, you're actually going to lose money anyways. So GJ has literally, in an hour that we've sat here, moved 7 pips in 1 hour. That just tells you how much volume. So if you were in a trade, you've only moved 7 pips in your trade, which is not worth your time. There's not enough volume here. Can't do anything with that. Really can't. Gold has moved like 0 pips. This is the markets we're in at the moment, guys. It's a little bit boring and you have to be patient. This is where traders actually become traders. Part of being a trader is the ability not to trade. And that's a very important statement that people need to understand, that part of being a trader is the ability not to trade and know when to take a trade. Because if you just keep taking random trades and they're mostly losses, guess what? Now you're not a profitable trader. But if you select the few trades that do work and, you kind of reduce the quantity but increase the quality, long term, that's going to succeed. Yeah, maybe the profit you're making right now is not how much you want to be making, but just imagine long term. Things happen long term. Everyone these days in the modern times is too short-sighted. They want things quick. They want a quick fix for everything, but that's not how it works, guys. Trust me, it doesn't work like that. You guys need to think long term and think where this will get you long term. Those small profits add up very quickly. And especially when the profits become bigger and bigger, all of those small profits you made in the beginning just help you to get to that next and next and next goal, right? It's very common. I see people take like huge, in the beginning of their journey, they take huge losses, but they're very successful traders, the one who continue later, because they get used to risking that amount of money. And even though it sucks, because at the time, imagine if you lost like $10,000, you're thinking, what the hell have I done? This is really shit spot to be in. But then, 4 years down the line, maybe, now, 4 years down the line, imagine you are making $10,000 a day. It's completely different, right? Completely different. You would have never thought that, right? At the time, you're like, I can never make that back, but now you're making that daily potential, right? So yeah, definitely good information. Let me know in the chat if you enjoyed some of the information today, to see if I'm talking shit or you're actually enjoying the information. If you're just joining up, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you having you as always. A lot more lively stream here, a lot more conversation going on, not just silence. So all of my European people here who are from Europe, in Dubai, we don't drink out of the tap. Can't drink out of the tap here. So you have to drink out of bottled water. So that might be strange. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate. Morning, MPG. Morning. Amazing. Nice guys. From Germany. Bulgaria the same, no tap? Oh, interested. I didn't expect that. I would think that Bulgaria has... Where am I from? You know where I'm from, bro. Come on. Don't come in here with that cap. You know where I'm from. My opinion on funded accounts? I think there's a time and place from funded accounts. I think funded accounts can be very useful if you don't have access to capital, but you have to be a very consistent and profitable trader, right? So don't rush into a funded account. Use them to help you build your own capital to start your own account, right? But make sure that you are very consistent and profitable trader, right? And you have a good trading plan that works long term, and you have everything done in terms of discipline, and you're basically a good trader, a comfortable trader. Then funding accounts can help you if you don't have access to your own capital. But understand the business model of how funding accounts work. Once you understand that, you basically already trading is a hard skill. Trading is a hard skill that most fail at. On top of that, now you're adding conditions to that hard skill, making it harder. And their business model is designed from the more people that fail, there's the more people that make money. They make more money, right? So the more people that fail, they make more money. So what does that tell you? Well, that tells you that their business model is designed on people failing, which means your percentage is even lower. So once you understand that, you really have to approach a funded account with a really strong base. You know, I'm in Dubai, but I originate from England, bro. I originate from England. And yeah. Xauusd, we need that meme now where you're poking Bitcoin and doing something. I need it for GJ now. So in this time, let's go have a look at emojis. What do we have here? Emojis. Rocket emojis. Travel and places, I see. You know what I'm gonna bring out, right? You know what emoji I'm gonna bring out? Crab market, yes sir. It's a crab market going sideways. Crab market. Harry, how exactly would you enter when GJ reaches the 163,400? Are you looking for sells or for buys? Just clarify that if you're looking for buys from there. I mean, 400, if I'm looking for buys, I would look for something like this to enter. Oops, not text. I would look for something like this, right? We pull back, we create some sort of support, and then we close above a range, which gives you the big, easy move, right? You always notice that the first support sometimes fails, right? You can see this first support here, it fails, but the second one is what gives you that big move, right? Check out gold. What's gold doing? Yeah, it's just breaking down here. It's like a 14 pip range, guys. It's nothing. That's, yeah, 14 pip range. It's really nothing. If you start breaking below 1843, 1844 basically, then things start to get more interesting. Back into this range here, back below 1842, 500 maybe. But selling into all of these rejection wicks is always going to be tough. And with the news today, you don't know what's going to happen. Is it good to risk 1% when doing a challenge? Yeah, 1% is fine. You can even risk 2% if you're a good trader and just risk 1% on setups that you're not too sure about, and the setups that you know have a high win rate, maybe risk 2%, right? Because if you keep taking those good setups long term, you know, you're going to win more than lose. My views on smart money concepts, I have plenty of videos on my channel. If you check out my channel, there's a lot of videos explaining my views on smart money concepts. I think, you know, it can sometimes be too overcomplicated. And in my opinion, smart money concepts is just another form of price action, because that's all we have on the chart is price action. Because smart money concept doesn't use any indicators, you know, or like just the fundamentals of smart money concept. So if it's not using indicators or stuff like this, all it's doing is adding a concept to price action and claiming that that's how banks trade and institutions trade, which they don't. They don't trade like that. They don't trade like us. They're the ones who create these zones on the market by advanced algorithms and a lot of volume, which means liquidity. So yeah, guys, it's kind of nothing much happening here. I'm basically gonna look to turn off the stream right now. And we know the plan, potential buys above 880 or looking for support. This support, if this creates support here, it's a bit close for my liking. I would like to see it pull deeper. So if we maybe before London pull back here and then maybe at London open close above here, we have the option to trade. Just one bullish candle won't do much because we could get that. So I rather see, again, that type of change of structure. Remember, we're in a range, so pick the quality of your trades, not the quantity. Very, very important to pick. So maybe I'll hang around for 5 minutes more or something. If you guys have any more questions, you can let me know. But we're in a range, so we definitely need to be picking quality trades here, not quantity trades, right? So if you're enjoying the stream or new here, I appreciate you guys hitting the like. If you're new, subscribe to the channel so you can catch the future streams here. Definitely a lot of information. Almost at 14k subscribers actually, so not too far from that. So appreciate all the support. And if you guys don't have any more questions, then I'll probably wrap up the stream here. And we know the plan. Plan is pretty simple, guys. Just wait. Range market, nothing we can do. You know, we have to wait for solid options. Don't be wasting our time. Had a good chat this morning. Appreciate you all showing up. Hope to see you on future streams. And have a great day. I'll catch everyone else in the group if some positions start to populate. But for now, we're not doing much, so we just have to be patient. With that being said, have a good day and peace all. Thanks.